Hi everyone, welcome to this exciting tutorial where I will show you how to use GitHub Copilot in VS Code. And the best part, you can do it for free. Whether you are a beginner or a seasoned developer, GitHub Copilot will change how you code forever. Let's jump right in. What is Copilot? GitHub Copilot is an AI-powered coding assistant that works directly in your IDE, like Visual Studio Code in our case. What makes it amazing is you get code suggestions as you type. Now, if you see here, I used the comment feature to ask Copilot to generate a Python sum of two numbers program and write a test as well. And it generated a code. Then I used the tab keyword to accept the code or autocomplete the code. Now, if you get stuck on a tricky bug or need help understanding code, just ask Copilot for assistance. Not sure how the terminal works? Copilot has got your back and there are many other features. With GitHub Copilot, you get access to all of these features without any cost. All you need is just a GitHub account, no trial, no subscription, no credit card, and you get 200 code completions per month, 50 chat requests per month, access to AI models like ChatGPT 4o, Claude 3.5 Sonnet. These tools are designed to enhance your coding efficiency and creativity. Now, let's set up Copilot in VS Code. Alright, let's first open a browser of our choice and download VS Code. In my case, I will open Chrome. I will say download VS Code. I will go to the official website, which is code.visualstudio.com. I will click here. Now, if you're directly coming to the download page, it is well and fine. But if you don't come, you have to click on the top right corner, click here, download, and it will bring you to this page. Now here we have various distributions based on the operating system, right? If you're using a Windows machine, you can download the Windows distribution. If you're using a Linux machine, download a Linux distribution. In my case, I will be downloading for the Mac version. Now, once you download it, it's pretty easy to install it, right? All you have to do is select the defaults and do next. In Windows machine, you have to be careful. You have to be careful that you select add to path. So in this case, the code becomes available to your path, right? Since I use Mac machine, I download it and I already installed in my case, right? So let me open VS Code. In case of Windows machine, you can use the start menu, search for code, and you can open code. Since I'm using a Mac machine, I will do spotlight search. I will say code, and I will open VS Code. Since it is for the first time, it will ask, do I trust this application or not? I will say open, and it opened, right? The first thing that you see here is it will say use AI feature with Copilot for free, right? Now, if you're not coming to this screen, what you can do is you can go to view at the top, view, then command palette, then it will open up like this. And here you can say Copilot, right? Use AI features with Copilot for free. Just click it. Next step is sign up, right? You can click on this. It will open GitHub, right? GitHub. So before we come here, what you have to do is, either you have to, if you are already created an account in GitHub, either log in or you have to create a new account. Creating a new account is pretty simple, right? All you have to do is sign up GitHub, then create your first free account. Here you have to give your email ID. Remember to give the correct email ID. You will get a verification email. After that only you can use it. Give a username. You will use this username to log in, and a password, and a strong password. In my case, I have already created an account. Let me log in, right? Let me sign in, and it will say yes, select user to authorize VS Code, right? I will say continue and open VS Code. And if you see here, signing up, getting ready, right? Getting Copilot ready. So it will take up a few seconds and it will be ready to use. And it is ready to use, right? See, you can get the Copilot chat here. Now, let me open a folder, right, to play around. Open folder. In my case, I have already created a folder. let me show you an empty folder that I've created called GitHub Copilot Demo. I don't have anything here. Let me open that. You can go to File, Open Folder, and you can browse to that folder, right? In my case, it's easy. In Windows, you can browse and open this folder. So I will say, yes, I trust the author. You can always read all of this and play around, right? I will say mark done, since I already know what needs to be done here. And then I will create a file. Let's say app.py. Yeah, and then I will play around with this, right? Before doing that, if you see on the bottom right corner, it will say, do you want to install Python? Yes, I want to install Python. And it is installing Python in my system, right? Because I gave the file name as py, it automatically recognized that I have to install Python interpreter for VS Code. Now while it installs, let me use the GitHub Copilot's features, right? Okay, now I will ask it to write a program to check if a number is even or odd. Write a Python program to check if a number is even or odd. Def, and let's see what it generates. Yeah, it generated a code for me, right? And I accepted it using the tab button. Yeah. So what other thing we can do? Let me save this. Save this. Next is what I can do is I will click here. I will go on the top here, this GitHub Copilot icon. I will click here and say open chat. Yeah. Next thing is I will ask it. No, let me explain. Ask it to explain app.py check even odd function, and it generates the explanation for me, right? Let's write a simple test to verify check even odd, and let's see what it does. It's generating. It is generating. Create a test folder, inside the folder, create a file, name this, and put this, right? You can do is test. Then inside this, I will create app.test.py. Then inside this, I will grab hold of this code, right? And applying code block using GitHub Copilot Chat, and it brought the code for me, right? So the possibilities are limitless, right? If you are a developer, you can use this free app for your all sort of things, all sort of coding magics that you do. Yeah. Now let's come back to our. Now, how do you get most out of it, right? First thing is you have to write clear comments, right? The Copilot needs to understand your intent. Now, maybe you are an expert in one language, try to learn other language using Copilot. Maybe convert a simple program from Java to Python, Python to JavaScript, and even try to learn CSS, HTML. There are many things you can learn using this Copilot, right? But one important note. What is a completion, right? A completion, like we said here, 2000 code completions per month and 50 chat requests. 2000 code completions. What does it mean? A code completion is counted when the Copilot generates a suggestion in response to your code context or input, right? When you ask something, it gave you something, it is one completion. Each suggestion generated by the Copilot counts as one completion, regardless of the size, no matter how big it is, or whether you use it or not, it is one completion. And for a month, only 2000 completions are required. Now coming to the last part. Well, now we have set up GitHub Copilot for free in our VS Code, right? I hope this tutorial helped you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your fellow developers.